Hey, it's Bridget, and welcome back to my channel. I'd like to spend this video talking about a recent read that I have just finished last week, and it is Happy Place by Emily Henry. Now, this book follows the characters Harriet and Wynne as they embark on a friends trip, an annual friends trip to a friend's house up in Maine. And they do this annual trip up to Maine every year as sort of a friends trip. They all met in college. This group of friends met in college, and Harriet and Wynne started dating in college, got engaged, and have recently broken up right before the last trip. Now, this is the last trip that they will be taking as a group because the house in which they are going to, that is owned by a family of one of the other girls, they are selling the house. So this is the last summer that they will all be together and that they will all be able to go up to this house up in Maine. And they call this place their happy place because they all have busy lives. There's probably a group of, maybe 6 of them, maybe 8 of them. And they have all busy lives, busy careers, and they all live throughout the country. So they go and they try to make one big trip every year up to this house in Maine. And they do, there's a festival every year in this little town. And they just love it. They do the same things every year. They have an itinerary every year. And they try to knock off a couple of the same things every year. And they, catch up and they play games and everything like that. And it's like that one time of year where they could truly forget about all their struggles in life and enjoy each other's company. So that's why they call it their happy place. And throughout this book, Harriet and Wynne had decided to break up probably about a month before the trip, and they haven't told anybody yet. So none of their friends knew that they've broken up, so they kind of have to pretend that they haven't. They decided as 2 friends, they decided that they weren't going to tell their friends about their breakup until after the trip. So they have to kind of pretend that they are still together. And throughout pretending that they're still together, they kind of realize why they broke up, the real reason behind why they broke up, and why they can't be together, and why not be together, essentially. And so I really connected with this book because in the book, the house that they go up to every year is up in Maine. And I consider Maine, just the state of Maine, generally, as my happy place as well. It's a place that I used to I still take family day trips up to Kittery, York, Kennebunkport, during the summer, during the springtime, and during the fall time, and even during the winter time. All year round, we take day trips up to Maine and just have a good quality family time. And we actually took the last big family trip. So, like, growing up, we never took, like, big, long vacations or anything because of the size of our family. But we took day trips and we made memories through the day trips up to Maine and everything like that. But a year ago, before my dad passed away, we did a last trip up to Maine the first weekend in December, and it was the best. It was a long weekend, and it was like the last big family vacation that we were able to take together. And so Maine has always held that special place in my heart. A lot of great memories that I've created up in Maine, so I really truly truly related in that way to this book, and everything like that. So I really enjoyed this book and reading about what their happy memories and what this group's happy memories were, that had to do with Maine as well. I absolutely loved that aspect. I also hit hard with the fact that it was like their last trip up to Maine as well. So kind of doing the last hurrah of all the activities and trying to fit everything in just a short amount of time. So I related to that way as well. Another thing that I related to this book was the real reason why they broke up, why Wen and Harriet broke up. And they were just kind of in two different places in their lives. Truly, Harriet was in medical school and became a doctor, residency and everything like that. And Wen followed her to different places to follow her career, and he just never really fit in to all those big city lives that she had to go to in order to follow her career and follow her passion of becoming a doctor. So he never really fit into that environment very well. He was always just a hometown boy. I forget where he was actually, somewhere in the middle of the state, kind of like a Midwestern state, and I forget what it was, where he was from, but he kind of was a small town boy living in like Midwestern United States. And so being kind of forced into a big city environment, he really didn't like that. He didn't really fit in. He didn't really know where he fit in that group. And so he always felt that he was kind of like out of the group a little bit. And so he wound up going back to his hometown to help out his family during that time. His dad got sick, and so he had to go home to help out his family for a short amount of time, and he just wound up staying. And so, and everything, and it kind of just happened. I don't want to give away too much, but I felt like there was, there's a part in every book, especially romance books, where they have that big heart-to-heart conversation. And I was literally in my bed bawling my ass out during that heart-to-heart conversations. I had my headphones in. I was listening to it on audiobook, and it was towards like the end of the book where it always takes place. So I was kind of finishing up the book, and it was like that heart-to-heart conversation about the reason why they truly broke up and why they shouldn't have broken up in the first place and everything. And her reasoning for picking the career that she did versus what would have made her happy. That had hard as well, and it made me think, this book truly made me think about where my happy place, what would truly make me happy in this world. And it's anywhere that my family's at. Maine would make me, is my happy place. Books are my happy place. Just anything, I love books, I love music, I love family, I love dogs, coffee, all those things that would contain my happy place. And yeah, so anyway, that's, kind of, she realized that her happy place wasn't her work, and I realized that my happy place isn't my work either. I feel like everywhere else I would consider my happy place, but work stresses me out. Work does everything but make me happy. So I'm trying to take this time to figure out what actually makes me happy and trying to figure out a career where I can have my happy place and make a living doing that. Still working on that, still trying to figure out that out. That's why I created this YouTube channel to begin with. That's why I created my blog, is to find my happy place by spreading the love of my love of books and my love of everything else. So I truly hope that I can start growing this channel a little bit more, and my goal is to at least post a video a week to grow it and continue to post my book reviews, and hopefully get some recommendations out there for you guys in your love of books. So and grow the book community that way. That is my hope. That is truly my happy place, is talking about books, reading about books, writing in general. Writing a book would be another dream of mine. But yeah, so that is my happy place. Anywhere my family is, anywhere dogs are, anywhere where books are. Yeah, so there you have it. I will have my full book review and my full thoughts and opinions on this book up on my book review blog tomorrow at hadleybooks.com. And I hope you guys check it out. Please like and follow and comment below. Thanks.